You assume you're having a healthy diet, you're getting all the nutrients that you need. There's essentially no vitamin D in your diet. Indeed, even in the United States, where food is fortified with vitamin D, no child or adult can get enough from dietary sources. 0%. So sun-dried mushrooms is a good source of vitamin D. And in fact, some in Australia and in the United States are now irradiating mushrooms and providing them on the produce section in the supermarket as a source of vitamin D. But back in the 1940s, right, they used to have kids line up for cod liver oil because it tasted so good, right? We don't do this anymore. And it comes in tablet, oil, and an emulsion. It's only oily fish, salmon, mackerel, herring. How much do you have to eat? You'd have to eat it every day. There's only 500 to 1,000 units in a serving. Indeed, we went on to show that wild-caught salmon, whereas farm salmon have hardly any, wild-caught salmon have plenty of vitamin D. So if you're going to get your salmon, make sure it's wild-caught if you want your vitamin D. This is where we're getting our vitamin D from casual or not so casual exposure to sunlight. It provides us with our vitamin D requirement. Out there in the summer, feeling great, making lots of vitamin D. What about in wintertime? So guess at what latitude you basically cannot make any vitamin D in your skin. If you live above Atlanta, Georgia. So guess what? Living here, you basically cannot make any vitamin D in your skin from about mid-October until the end of March. It's from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Even at the equator is when you make your vitamin D. That whole body exposure, SPF of 30, reduces your ability by 98%. Right? 90 to 95% of your vitamin D is coming from sensible sun exposure. So how much? Well, you never want to burn. If you get the RDA of 1,500 to 2,000 units a day, if you expose 15 to 20% of your body's surface 2 to 3 times a week, it will satisfy that requirement. We took up some elders, wheeled them out on a veranda, and exposed them to sunlight, and showed that 15 to 30 minutes significantly raised their blood levels. The higher your BMI, lower is your 25-hydroxy-vitamin D level. In fact, we went on to show that if you take a normal weight and an obese individual and expose them to ultraviolet radiation or give them an oral dose of vitamin D, they only raise their blood level by about 45%. And so we now know that obese people need to take 2 to 3 times more vitamin D than a normal weight person to satisfy that requirement. Now, Pele here with his girlfriend, he has to be outside 4 to 10 times longer because he has a natural sunscreen.
DoctorsToTrust.com. Please share this video with loved ones.